I'm not going to shut the door on myself. You shouldn't either. If you never ask, the answer will always be no. Think about the last time you wanted something. A raise, an upgrade, a favor. Why didn't you ask? You didn't want to be told no? You felt like it wasn't your place? Thought you'd be seen as difficult? The truth is, if you never ask, the answer is already no. You're rejecting yourself even before you give anyone the chance to. I get it, it's so uncomfortable. The psychological reason we avoid asking is primal. We don't want to be rejected. We don't want to be kicked out of the tribe. But today, a no doesn't kill you. You're assuming people will say no. You think asking makes you look weak, or you believe you don't deserve it. Those three things are stopping you from saying something. The real cost of not asking is that you're leaving tons of opportunity on the table. And whether you're negotiating a car, you're negotiating an upgrade for a hotel room, if you want a promotion and you just think like, hey, they see me doing good work, I'm going to get a promotion. Like, you actually have to put your best foot forward and ask for those things. Travel, lifestyle. If you don't just ask for an upgrade, if you don't ask to be put on standby for an earlier flight, like, you're just going to say no to yourself. That's all you're doing. Your fear of rejection over something like an earlier flight is stopping you from opportunities like that. It's stopping you from opportunities that are so much bigger than that too. And if you're tired of hearing this stuff, think about personal relationships too. The difference between a friend and an acquaintance is you reaching out and saying, hey, I want to get to know you better. Hey, I think we should go out for drinks. You're afraid that the person's going to ghost you. You're afraid that the person's going to say no to you. So instead of even trying, you just say no to yourself and you're like, you know what, that door's closed. You close it on yourself. So how do you actually ask without it being awkward, without it feeling weird and uncomfortable? Practice speaking up in moments where you're like, for sure know that something's messed up. Speak up, because people just make mistakes. It's okay. You get somebody else's order. One time I literally ordered something off a menu that I didn't mean to. He came out with the food and I was like, this is so entirely my fault, but I ordered the wrong thing. And he took that back and he gave me what I ordered. It might have been out of the kindness of his heart, but I literally do not eat fish. I wasn't going to be able to do anything with that dish. I asked him, he did something about it. It was really kind of him, but I didn't say no to myself before even asking. Try making it a conversation rather than a yes or no option. So instead of saying like, can you do this? Right? That's a yes or no thing. Open it up for a conversation. I know it's not your fault, it's my fault, but is there anything that you can do about it? Or if somebody comes back to you, you're negotiating like your car or something, and they're like, what I can offer you is this much. Is there any flexibility on that? Do stuff like that. Build that skill. Start really small. Start at the restaurant with like sauce or something. You're going to have salary negotiations to go into. You're going to have promotion negotiations. You're going to have uncomfortable conversations with people about the things that you want. Start with something that's not really a risk, right? If you're going on a flight and you just want a better seat, you're already on the flight. All you can do is ask for a seat. One time we flew and our seats weren't together. All we had to go do is ask him. For some reason, we're not seated together. Is there anything that you can do to help us out? She's a really nervous flyer. And if someone says no to you, just treat it like a game. Okay, you got to know this time. Next time you're going to try something different. You're going to tweak the way that you said that. Because sometimes it's going to work, sometimes it's not going to work. And that's okay. You should not stop yourself from trying just because the answer might be no. Because the answer is already no. You don't know where your life is going to be if you just keep trying and then you get yeses. Yes, this is possible. Yes, you can have that sign-on bonus. You know how uncomfortable those things are to bring up? And when you actually get that yes for the first time, you kind of have a moment. You're just like, oh my God, wait, I did that, right? And let yourself have that moment. It's going to be really crucial for you to help you build that skill. So I want to challenge you. Try something in the next 24 hours that you wouldn't normally do, that you wouldn't normally ask for. It doesn't have to be big. Do something. Let me know what you did. Pay attention to if you get a yes or a no. And try to make a game out of it. If you get a no, try again next time. See what you can change that'll get you a yes. Don't be arrogant. Don't be mean. Just ask kindly. And you'll be surprised at what people are willing to do. And if you get a no, you'll also just build a muscle that it isn't as bad as you think it is. It isn't as awkward as you think it is. It's uncomfortable the first couple times, but you're just going to get used to it. You're going to keep asking for what you want. And ultimately, one day, someone's going to say yes. And it's going to make a really big difference to you. The world belongs to people who ask. So start asking.